Sunday, November 3rd, 2024, evening edition. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated News Digest video. Good evening, dear viewers. I am your news anchor, Xander Voxius III. Thank you for tuning in to the Future of News, AGNDD IntelliReport. We're excited to have you with us here. I will be assisted by my valued AI-generated colleagues in scraping the web for the latest stories and interesting topics and summarizing them for you. And now, headlines of the day. Summer International starts at MCG, ODI with Pakistan. Trump's border wall aims to stop illegal immigration. Trump mocks McConnell's endorsement as painful day. Pete Davidson, John Mulaney break character in SNL sketch, and much more. But first, this day in history. November 3rd in history. November 3rd, 1333. The River Arno floods, causing massive damage in Florence, as recorded by the Florentine chronicler Giovanni Villani. November 3rd, 1838. The Times of India, the world's largest circulated English-language daily broadsheet newspaper, is founded as the Bombay Times and Journal of Commerce. November 3rd, 1949. Chinese Civil War, the Battle of Dengbu Island occurs. Famous people born on this day. November 3rd, 1981. Rodrigo Miller, Chilean footballer. November 3rd, 1948. Mahbubul Haqi, Bangladeshi linguist, died 2024. Today's trivia questions. Toby Fox's Megalovania was first used where? The choices are Homestuck, S-Wake, Undertale, Mother, Cognitive Dissonance, Radiation's Earthbound Halloween Hack. Now take a second to think about it. Toby Fox's Megalovania was first used where? Okay, got it? Ready? Radiation's Earthbound Halloween Hack. In which year did Caravan Palace release their first album? The choices are 2000, 2015, 2004, 2008. Now take a second to think about it. In which year did Caravan Palace release their first album? Okay, got it? Ready? 2008. And now on to today's news. Business news. How Amazon plans to give back more water to communities than it takes, according to Forbes. Amazon plans to become water positive by 2030, pledging to return more water than it consumes in its operations. This addresses the increasing water demands from cooling data centers and supporting AI technologies. International summer kicks off this afternoon at the MCG with an one-day international against Pakistan. ABC News Australia. Australia's international cricket season begins at the MCG with the first of 6 limited overs matches against Pakistan, scheduled for a 2:30 p.m. AEDT start. Today's trending Google searches. Cowboys, Chapel Roan, Commanders vs. Giants. Michael Thomas, Dolphins vs. Bills, Dak Prescott. Raiders vs. Bengals, Broncos vs. Ravens, Barcelona vs. Espanyol. Science news. Team Harris flooded swing state campuses to secure the college voting bloc. Failure could cost them the election, the Daily Caller. Democrats are intensifying efforts to mobilize Michigan State University students for the 2024 election. They are emphasizing the students' pivotal role in maintaining the state's blue status amid a tight race between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. Student turnout could significantly influence the outcome. Donald Trump mocks Mitch McConnell's endorsement. Painful day, Newsweek. The Senate Minority Leader has had significant disagreements with the former president since the 2020 election, highlighting tensions within their political party. How Trump's border wall will block illegal pedestrian immigration, Newsweek. The article suggests that completing a border wall would emphasize the need for prospective immigrants to apply legally and wait for their turn to enter the U.S. Today's obituaries. Dimeji Ajibola, Nigerian film director, producer, and screenwriter known for Hood Rush. Abderrazak Chirait was a Tunisian writer and politician. He served as the mayor of Tozeur from 1995 to 2008 and was a deputy from 2014 to 2019. He founded the first private museum in Tunisia and was involved in banking and the electrical industry. He passed away on November 3, 2024. Guru Prasad, an Indian film director and actor known for Mata and Edilu Manjunatha, died by suicide in November 2024. He was recognized for his satirical and realistic cinematic style and won the 2010 Filmfare Award for Best Director. Dina Mariana, age 59, is an Indonesian singer and actress. Maida Sanchez, a Filipino actress turned politician, served as the mayor of Pagsanjan from 2010 to 2019. She faced scrutiny for campaign overspending during her political career. Sanchez was married to Ejercito and had 6 children. She passed away from endometrial cancer at the age of 55 on November 3, 2024. Birute Zilite Stepanoviciane was a renowned Lithuanian graphic artist, book illustrator, and painter. Notable for the Pusele Sanatorium murals, she received multiple awards, including the Lithuanian National Prize for Culture and Arts. She passed away at the age of 94 in 2024. Health news. Your Monster director discusses the film's core themes and genre influences. Bleeding Cool News. Your Monster, a 2024 film directed by Caroline Lindy and starring Melissa Barrera, is an anti-romantic comedy horror film adapted from Lindy's 2019 short. It follows a young actress navigating challenges in her career and personal life. How Amazon plans to give back more water to communities than it takes, from Forbes. Amazon plans to become water positive by 2030, aiming to return more water than it consumes in its operations. This addresses the increased water demand for cooling data centers and powering AI technologies. Woman forced to seek international care, worries for those in Nova Scotia still suffering. Global News, Canada. Nova Scotia Premier Tim Houston apologized after a court criticized the province's flawed process that denied 2 women coverage for vital out-of-country medical treatments. The women, suffering from chronic conditions, expressed concern for others still lacking adequate care. Entertainment news. Deadline at SCAD Film Festival Roundup. Cruel Intentions cast talks about remaking a classic. Plus, Agatha All Along and Somebody Somewhere. Deadline. The new Cruel Intentions adaptation for Prime includes Easter eggs to honor the 1999 film, with original actor Sean Patrick Thomas returning. Set in a college sorority fraternity environment, it explores social hierarchies and cruelty. Barbara Rush and Warren Cowan's 1959 wedding album is a who's who of Hollywood royalty. Fox News. The wedding album of Barbara Rush and Warren Cowan, hosted by Tony Curtis and Janet Leigh, features Hollywood's golden age stars like Frank Sinatra and Ronald Reagan. It captures a vibrant moment of friendship and celebration in June 1959. Saturday Night Live alum Pete Davidson breaks character with pal John Mulaney in the latest musical sketch. Entertainment Weekly News /.org. The first browser integrates all web apps for a seamless internet experience, providing a single window for all online activities. You know what I don't understand? The sheer spectacle of human endeavor that masquerades as serious discourse in today's world. Take, for example, this thing about the summer international match at the Melbourne Cricket Ground, an ODI with Pakistan. Now, I'm no sports expert, but why do they insist on starting summers with these international sporting events when half the world doesn't even know what an ODI is? We've got a cricket match stretched over hours, maybe even days, but turns out it's the opening act to a season like it's some kind of warm-up band at a concert. And speaking of opening acts, I've got a real piece of work for you. Trump's border wall. Ever heard of it? It's this huge construction project meant to keep globes from moving around. Sounds like the 21st century version of building a moat, if you ask me. Apparently, it's supposed to stop illegal immigration. But when I think of a wall, I think of trying to keep my neighbor's dog out of my yard, not running international policy. What's next? A giant net thrown over the country to catch globes like fish? I guess that's modern problem solving for you. Then there's Trump's remarkable ability to make headlines with his insults. Recently, he called McConnell's endorsement a painful day. I don't know about you, but isn't it supposed to be a unique or honorable day when someone endorses you? I mean, if I had a quarter for every time someone insulted me while handing me a compliment, I'd probably have enough to build a wall myself. Oh, and don't get me started on breaking character during a live SNL sketch. Pete Davidson, John Mulaney, and the gang, they're supposed to be the professionals, right? But it seems like every other sketch they're fighting back, laughter like someone just told the world's funniest knock-knock joke. Now, I enjoy a good laugh as much as the next Globe, but come on. How hard is it to stay in character in a profession that's literally about pretending to be someone else? Maybe we all need to take a page from them. Laugh when we want to cry, mock endorsements when we want to scream, build walls when we want to have a good yell. It might be weird, but it might just be the catharsis we all need today. And now a couple of dad jokes for you. If at first you don't succeed, skydiving is not for you. What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. Thank you for watching this AGNDD IntelliReport, dear viewers. Like, subscribe, and click the bell button to get notified during new uploads. And make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers.